Okay, so this one's interesting. Rua. I didn't actually realize that means like street in Canadian French or whatever. So yeah, and also this is the Quebec little symbol, French symbol. Here we have a bunch. Lafayette. I know there's a Lafayette in Louisiana here, but obviously we're not there. Hold up, could we be? Hold up. I may have assumed that too quickly. Actually, looking around, this looks more like the US, but we could actually be in Lafayette here. What is going on, guys? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today we are playing A Linguistic World, a map I've played before, but not too much. It's essentially a map in which it always points you at a sign that's in some language, and you have to work out what language it is to help you get the country. So yeah, without further ado, let's head straight into it. By the way, if you end up enjoying this video, please hit like. Helps the YouTube algorithm know that it's a game or it's a video that you guys are enjoying. So yeah, let's get straight into it. 1 minute per round. And let us see if we can decipher the languages here. So here we go. Silverstream Park, Silverburn Park, and Premier. So this is what we've got. Belfast City Council. Okay, that's a little bit of a clue. But here, I guess this was the clue. Silverstream becomes Silverburn. So, and Perrick actually. So yeah, Belfast obviously. I'm kind of sad that I actually saw that because otherwise it would have been a nice little challenge. But yeah, sure enough, this will be Northern Ireland. So where will we go exactly? I don't think we need to go any further than that. I think we should just be in Belfast here, so that's simple enough. We also have the yellow plates on the back of the cars, so we would have gotten a good score regardless. Here is the next one. Okay, here is the language. So let's just zoom in on this language. So we've got lots of accents on the E's and the A's here. Tank, Koljon, S, Lepche. So interesting. We have no blue strip here, so it appears to be Gen 4 as well. This is interesting. Ferrari. So where could this be? Is it Italy? I think it could be Italy here, but we actually have a holy pole over here, so not Italy. So maybe it is a weird kind of Hungary? I'm going to look around for other clues here. So yeah, that could certainly be Hungarian, I think. It's fairly flat, so that would also fit with Hungary as well. But yeah, just looking around. I'm not sure what currency Hungary uses because that might be a clue there. But yeah, this could just be Budapest. I think that's where I'm going to go. Oh, no, that over the O there. I'm not really sure if that's going to fit. We don't have time here, so I'm just going to click on Budapest. We'll hope for the best here. This might be a bad guess, to be honest. Oh, thank goodness it was Hungary. So yeah, I guess just the accents over the A's and the E's. Got a little lucky. I kind of was worried that it might actually be Iberian or something like that. Maybe like a fringe language. Somewhere in Spain or something, but no, that was good. The Holy Poles really told us that it pretty much had to be Hungary, Poland, or Romania anyway, and it was Gen 4, so actually, should have had that pretty easily. Anyway, 10 star nay here. So this is curious. I mean, obviously we have the single yellow line, so this should be Canada, but where do they have a stop sign like that? So obviously, in Quebec, they use the French stop signs. I can't remember. Is it arrêt? So that should be Quebec when you see it. But is this something else? 10 Stanesh. Probably going to be something somewhat of a native language. One of the Inuit languages, perhaps. And we've got a lake to the south here. So maybe I'm thinking of going Northwestern Territories or something like that. We could be in Yellowknife here. We could certainly be in Yellowknife somewhere like this. So let's see if we can see any signs with our last 10 seconds here. But yeah, I mean, I would have thought in Yellowknife they would use English stop signs. Here are the license plates. Seem to have a bit of yellow on them, but we'll see. We'll see if we're right. And man, okay, so this was interesting indeed. Someone will have to tell me what the deal is there, but we're probably in like a indigenous reserve or something like that. So let's actually look around for any clues here. So Mohawk Nation. So we're in the Mohawk Nation. Something to do with their language over there, and that was in southern Ontario there. So interesting. Well, not southern Ontario, but oh yeah, I guess it is southern Ontario. But yeah, interesting. So not the best guess. Certainly not the best guess. We only get 500 points there. Interesting indeed. So here's the next one. Honka. Oh, we have interesting scribbles here. So this is some unofficial coverage, yeah. And so I think this is going to be like Eritrean or something like that. Nile Insurance. So maybe we're near the Nile River. So this looks like Eritrean. I don't know what they'd use in Djibouti. Yeah, it could be Djibouti, Eritrea, or Ethiopia, I think. So looking at this language, yeah, certainly I've seen it in this one in Eritrea and Ethiopia. It's quite green as well, so maybe Ethiopia is more likely on this occasion. So yeah, Wasada branch. We don't actually have the name. Oromia is probably the name of the city we're in. But yeah, we're driving around side of the road. Let's actually just go off the language here. So Oromia. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind guessing here, to be honest. It kind of seems most likely. I see Goro here. That kind of reminds me of Oromia. So yeah, let's hope that we are in Ethiopia here. And yeah, we are 8.6 kilometers away. So man, if we nailed that Canadian guess, we would have had a really high score here. But yeah, please that I got the language there. Okay, so this one's interesting. Rua. So actually, we had a round recently. We had a round recently in Quebec, or in French Canada at least, where it said Rua, and I guessed like in Indiana or something. I didn't actually realize that means like street in Canadian French or whatever. So yeah, and also this is the Quebec little symbol, French symbol. Forget what it's called, but like the club kind of flourish symbol. Can't remember. Anyhow, we should be in Quebec here somewhere, and so let's look about where we would be. Do we actually have the name of the town? We're in Wellington Street and Main Street, was it? Washington? Something like that. But yeah, here we have a bunch. Lafayette. I know there's a Lafayette in Louisiana here, but obviously we're not there. Hold up, could we be? Hold up. I may have assumed that too quickly. Actually, looking around, this looks more like the US. And we're also lacking front plates, but to be fair, both states do. But we could actually be in Lafayette here. Oh yes, let's go. What a legendary one. And you know, the only reason I know that city is because of two rappers, Summers and Autumn. So if you listen to them, shout outs to you. But yeah. I was literally, before I was recording this video, just listening to a song with both of them on it from Lafayette. So there you go. Or at least I think Summers is from there. Maybe Autumn's from around that spot. So thank goodness that I actually looked around a little bit there because I was too confident in French Canada. Anyway, they actually use a bit of French in Lafayette, so that is interesting. I wouldn't have thought that would be something in the US so much, but this has been a fun one so far, and very pleased to have gotten that as well. So let's head back in here and improve on 20,000. That is the score to beat now. Here we go. So we do have a bit of language here, but this is the one we're meant to be focusing on. Vehículos de MMA superior a 5 vehículos agrícolas. So definitely reminds me of Spanish here with the Y, but this ending could also be Italian. So I guess that they're the two options. With this little I dash on the I think Spanish, right? Do we actually want to look around for more clues? I'm kind of like conflicted on the rules here. Should I be looking for other clues as well while I do it? I think this is going to be just Spain though. I think it's going to be northern Spain somewhere. So maybe like something like that. Do we see mountains to the north? It's kind of flat to the north, so maybe a little bit further south here. Zaragoza, could try that. But yeah, I mean, interesting indeed. Garcia, that certainly reminds me of Spanish, so I'm fairly confident here. I'm fairly confident that this is Spain. And wow, even a nice guess as well, so that's good. This was actually in Binefar. And I'm assuming that was just Spanish, but you can tell me if it was actually something else. If it was Catalan or what's the other one? No, it wouldn't have been Basque, because that's a different type of language. This is like a Celtic language. I'm probably a bit beyond my depth here, but here we go. This is some Gen 2. Avenue Saint Martin. Promenada San Martin. So San. Obviously we have San in like Spanish. I think San might also be Italian though, so this could still be like San Marino or something like that. Capella della. I think in Italian it might be D-I instead of D-E, but yeah, not really sure. This could still be French as well. Hold up, this looks more French by the minute. And we've got like a red and white flag here, so maybe Monaco is the go here. I actually think that's probably likely, although I'm not sure how much Gen 2 they have there. So we're near like the Avenue Saint Martin. We've got 0 seconds left though. We probably could have 5k'd that with, yeah, we certainly could have 5k'd that with a little longer, but we still got a good score. Actually, I've been playing pretty well today, so happy with that. Okay, so this is the next one. Let's find this language that we're meant to see. Okay, here is some Inuit language. And everyone was just talking about this city on the Discord. So where is this again? Is this in Nunavut? Nunavut? Don't actually know how to pronounce that properly, but I think it is. I'm just trying to find where it would be. Ilyulyuk is the name of the city, or the town. And that is what I'm struggling to find. So let's look in northern Quebec. There's Iqaluit. Iqaluit. So that's what we were probably discussing in the Discord. So now we have to look further abroad. And I'm not finding it. So maybe it's even further north here. It seems like it probably couldn't be though. So I'm not going to be able to find it on this occasion, but this guess is probably the best one I can think of just for now. And wow, this was actually in Alaska all the way out here. So, interesting that both sides of the continent use a similar kind of Aboriginal script. I imagine the languages themselves are probably quite different from one another. But yeah, here we were in Unalaska, which is a crazy place. I mean, yeah, I wonder what Alaska actually means if it is from a native language, but that is a crazy place to live. Imagine living on the Fox Islands like that. So there you go. I mean, we failed the country, so we lost our country streak of 7. That's okay, though. It was a tough round. Here we go. Here's something more interesting. So this appears to be French. I would assume this ending seems very French to me, unless it's something else. So looking at the architecture, also quite French, and the poles, and everything is checking out with France here. The question is this something special? I don't know what this logo means, either. So, yeah, I would just assume this is normal French. So, I don't know, it kind of reminds me more of this area of the country. So, we're going near Bordeaux here. And 50 kilometers, that's a really great guess. This was actually over here. So, yeah, again, you're going to need to tell me in the comments if that was anything, apart from normal French. But I'm just assuming that was French. In which case, I can easily tell it. Without the sign even, because of the X at the end of the word. So here's the next one. Where were we pointed at? We pointed at this sign here. Cote obligatoire de stationnement. So, yeah, was I thinking of maybe some more French here? I don't know. Is that the word for coast? Maybe. So not really sure. But yeah, looking at the plates and the cars, certainly these are French signs. So yeah. Glad I could tell it without looking around too much, but yeah, we have rue again here, so it's also in normal French the same. This might be Paris, or it could be further south though. I'm actually kind of probably leaning towards Paris here though. So, but we had something about Côte, so I'm just thinking of Côte d'Ivoire, down here. There's a different symbol, so there's a different accent on the O, so perhaps not. Perhaps I will just go Paris here. It could be south. We'll see. Let's guess it. And okay, this was actually on the coast, so maybe there still was something to do with that, because actually that road does go all the way down here. The same road that I was on. So yeah, you guys will just have to tell me. This road was the one here, I think. But yeah, again, that was just a simple France, and we were not too far away again, so our French guesses have been decent. Glad I didn't go south. So that was 19k, so I say we get in for one more at least, and go and beat that 20k that we got at the start. Which is so possible, because this map is not too hard. So, unless you guys got to tell me if you want me to do one that's NMPZ on here instead. Yeah, this one appears to be Italian with the DI. I would say this one's Italian, and sure enough we can see Italian plates here. So, Carrer del Bisbe via Principe Umberto. So, interesting. Not really sure what to make of any of that, but certainly looks Italian with all the shutters on the windows and whatnot. So, yeah, let's get straight into the map here and select Italy somewhere. Naples? Could be Naples? I really have no idea. Italy's actually kind of one of my weaker countries. But I would suggest this one's not too far north. But not too far south. So I kind of feel middle of Italy. Let's go Naples here. Okay, it actually was in Sardinia. So that's interesting. We were in Algrejo. Interesting looking place there. Quite beautiful, I would say. But we get the right latitude, so that's something to be happy about. These ones look like French signs. Here's a bit of language. Integrale mutuelle. Mutuelle. La mutuelle de étudiants, or whatever. So, sorry if I butchered that, but definitely appears to be French. Yeah, this is all looking very French. Something about, does that mean bridge? Tour? I think so. Can't remember though. And here is some more. So, I'm assuming this can only be France. I can't think of anywhere else that this could be. We've got filled in yellow sign here, which is interesting, but I'm assuming that is just fine for France. Yes. So whereabouts? This one is definitely curious with the architecture. It's not Locam, because it kind of looks like Switzerland, so I might go somewhere near Switzerland here. Just thinking of bigger towns on a river. Yeah, maybe this one. I don't really know. It just kind of reminds me a bit of Switzerland, so that's kind of why I'm going to go over there. And no, it's actually the opposite side of the country, unfortunately. So yeah, I was just in Quimper, and we don't get too many points, so I think that was just French again. Again, you guys are just going to have to comment some of the rounds. So Dek Oya Og Service. Interesting. Unfortunately, I've already seen the green plate here, which says that we should be in Norway, but of course it could have crossed the border, so let's take a look at some of this language. Dek and Dek Hotel and Dek Service. So this company is called Dek. Bill Service, Okja Kift, Service, Bill Amper, and Bill Rek Visitia. Visita. So, I don't know. This is a confusing... it's a confusing language to read out. And look at all these green number plates in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or not quite, maybe with this car. 5. So that is quite the coincidence. Everyone with the green number plates goes here to get their cars serviced. This architecture, I can't really tell if this is going to be north or south, but the mountains are low, so I'm thinking of going in the middle of the country where it gets a little lower here. So maybe around here. It could be Trondheim, I think. So let's see if that's right. And wow, this was actually way up here in Tromsø. So actually quite a small town. And it did have quite a northern look to it in hindsight. There weren't too many trees, or not too many thick trees. So yeah, we got the right country, not anything beyond that. So here we have some more Inuit language, some more Aboriginal Canadian language. And of course it could be US, I guess, but these look like they might be Canadian flags. Not really too sure. What else can we see? Are we on a jet ski or anything? No, this is just normal tracker. You can see his shadow, the guy who's walking around. It's a fairly sizable town, I must say. And this time we are bilingual. We're bilingual here. Of course, this must be Canada, I think. We don't have front plates, so maybe Quebec or one of these ones, northwestern Nunavut. So, yeah. Let's just pick a bigger town over there. Thinking of this one here. Is that big enough? No, it's not. We'll put our marker there anyway, though. I think in these ones we would have a bit of coverage on the bikes, on the kind of snowmobile. So why not this one over here? I think that's kind of a good shout, kind of fairly central. And we lack front plates in Quebec. So no, this one was actually in Nunavut, and we were in. Oh, this is the town that people were talking about in Discord, Iqaluit, and it was one guy in the Discord who I've momentarily forgotten the name of. One of the French Canadians. That's actually a number in the Discord, but one of the guys said he lived here for a while, so that's pretty sick. And looks like an interesting spot. Would be interesting to see in the summer. Anyway, here we have some more language. This is interesting. St. Ulrich or Teesside. And we have the Dolomites. Okay, I should know where this is, gosh. I should know where this is. It's some kind of... It's not, I don't know, St. Ulrich. This is interesting. Okay, I have to make a guess before I look around. Could it be... Is this just a strange Austria with the... I mean, this is not an Austrian word, this first one, but Ulrich should be. And we have a bit of English as well, so I guess Austria is my guess so far. Yeah, not really too sure. Oh, these are Italian bollards, so what is this language then? Could we be on the Slovenian border? Would that make sense? The Dolomites, I'm not... Or however you pronounce it. Yeah, Dolomites. I'm actually not sure where that is. Ashamedly enough. Here's St. Ulrich, so we should be here. So can we actually find the Dolomites? I mean, we're 1 kilometer away, so that's a really, really good guess, actually. I mean, I was a bit lucky to find it, perhaps, but... Wow, I mean... Yeah, not exactly a... I mean, St. Ulrich. This must have some German influence on it from Austria and maybe Switzerland as well. But the other word, I'm not really sure what the story is there. So it'd be interesting to know what the story of St. Ulrich is and how he ended up with such a Eastern European sounding name. But that is it. So we get 16k. It was constant. We were constantly getting worse on this map, unfortunately, but we still had good guesses right the way through, and I think it played pretty well. So, yeah, clearly a heavy bias towards European languages here. That's what it said in the description of the game. But looking forward to when this map is finished and they've the map creator has added all the different languages of the world, perhaps some more unofficial coverage. because, yeah. And maybe next time I play this, I'll also go NMPZ. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash like. Appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Really means a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a video very soon. So, catch you later.